It me! I'm not dead, I'm still here. Albeit looking constipated. Okay, sex story. This is my return to YouTube with a sex story. There's actually tea in this, by the way. You can probably see the steam going. Woo! It's not just me advertising Budapest. Okay, so I was chatting with one of my friends the other day and I decided to share a hilarious sex story because I'm actually writing a story for another film which involves a lot of bizarre sexcapades. So I decided to share one of my own. He thought it was hilarious and said I should put it on YouTube. So I've decided to conform and tell everyone about it. This is back when I first went to London back in 2013 and I was on Grindr, on all the apps, talking to people, trying to make friends with people, and I came across a French guy who was living in London, and we seemed to hit it off, so I caught up with him, went to his place. So he met me at the station, and he was with two of his other French friends who were both drunk, which was quite hilarious. It was a nice little comedy routine, but I was kind of like, what am I getting myself into? But we walked back to their place, not a long walk, went inside, sat down and started having a drink and talking. It was like, you know, in the evening at this point. Evening in British summer is like, you know, daylight at fucking 9 PM. And as we were talking, someone else came in the house and I thought, oh, okay, another housemate, okay? And then someone else came in the house who was like Italian, and then there was someone who was Spanish, and I'm like, what the hell is this place? And as I asked them, I went to my friend, my new friend, how many people do you live with? And he said he lived with 10. 10 fucking people in a house. That is like unheard of in Australia. I live with one other person and that's like too much for me. When people live with two other people, I'm just like, ugh. How do you even cope? 10 people in a tiny house. I don't know how you manage to use all the utilities without getting angry at each other. Anyway, after we'd finished all our drinking, we went upstairs as we were both predicting. And when I entered his room, weirdly, he was like obsessed with the UK and the Queen, and he had like the Union Jack, he had Queen Elizabeth II on the wall. I love the Queen so much that I was like, okay, interesting, because you wouldn't expect someone who's French to be worshipping the UK. Stupidly asked him about Paris. I hadn't been to Paris at this point, and he fucking went off at Paris. He did not like Parisians, and he made the difference between Parisians and French people, saying that they're very different people. Parisians are very rude and arrogant, whereas French people are quite nice. Anyway, that was his opinion, and that's fine. He's French, he's allowed to make that opinion. We were on the top floor of this house as well, by the way. It was a 4-story house with like those skinny staircases, like things that you never see here, but you know, very typical London house apparently. So we got into bed and we started fooling around. He had Daft Punk on in the background as well, like very quiet, not like raging Daft Punk. I'm like, how typically French, just, you know, I don't play Crocodile Dundee when I sleep with people here. Anyway, I went for it, traveling, who cares, why not? Experience things. And as we started to get more naked and more, that's my representation of anything to do with sex, we had a knock at the door. And it was one of his French friends who was quite a lot drunker by the time we left downstairs. And they started conversing in French, no idea what they were saying. And then she just bursts in the room. And I was kind of like, okay. My friend pulled the covers up over him and started like yelling in French, still no idea what they were saying. And she just sort of stumbled in like this and was like looking around, speaking between French and English, but I can't really remember what she was saying. I just assumed that she was fucking drunk as anything. And she sort of looked around, my friend was sort of giving directions, and she bent down and picked up toilet paper, a roll of toilet paper, and walked out. Closed the door behind her. So when she left, I was just like, that's bizarre that she came in here to find toilet paper, but I guess when you've got to go, regardless of what's going on. And he was a little bit confused because it seemed like, I got the impression that he kind of told her what was happening in French through the door. But anyway, she came in anyway, she left. Cycling forward a bit, when we're all done and dusted, I decided to get up and go to the bathroom, which is just down the hallway. So I, you know, open the door, check the coast is clear, no one's there, the light on. And I go, you know, down the hallway, 2 doors, whatever it is, and go into the bathroom, close the door, and the toilet's there. And next to the toilet is a huge, like 24 pack of toilet rolls. And I'm looking at it going, what the hell? Did she find more? what? Anyway, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, confused as fuck, walked back into my friend's room, my new friend's room, and told him what I saw. I was like, there's toilet paper right next to the toilet. Like, where did that come from? And he just started like laughing hysterically. Laughing is like he realized something as I said it. What is it? What is it? Tell me. Why is this so funny? What am I missing? I don't understand what's going on. And then he exclaimed that she was sleepwalking when she came in the room. And I'm just like, hang on. She was sleepwalking to find toilet paper, which makes me think that she's taken the toilet paper into bed with her as well. And she never went to the toilet. She was just sleepwalking. And one, she's not going to remember what she saw. And two, I've never seen someone sleepwalk before. And I don't know many people that have had someone sleepwalk into their sex play. I didn't see her the next morning, but as I caught up with the friend as I was traveling and messaging him later, he told me that he asked her about it and she doesn't remember a thing. So anyway, there's one of my weird sex stories. Not really that weird, it's just kind of funny and bizarre in a way. Bizarre is weird. That's their synonym? Yeah, let's go with that. If you have a really weird sex story, please tell me in the comments below. If you want me to do more of these stories without being overly explicit and getting banned from YouTube, let me know if you enjoyed this sort of video. Next week, I am actually in the United States. I'm going to the Trumpland, and I'm hoping to vlog my trip there. I'm going to the San Francisco region and San Jose, I believe that's how you say it. So hopefully I'll have a video of that for next week. And until then, that's a wrap.